On the bench waiting for the announcement. You just heard the way the crowd and the video montage. What was just going through your mind and at that point?
First of all, the video montage it caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. I was just waiting for my name to be called and accept what was gonna come from there. So, first and foremost, I'd like to thank Scott, Perry, Steve, and the organization for doing that, making that gesture. So that was, that was big time, and for me, that goes a long way with myself. Is very much appreciated from myself. So.
Well, the schedule came out before you traded that difficult visit back-to-back 30 and 4 nights to come here.
Difficult. Well, I said earlier, it wasn't by coincidence, though. To give us this game on the fourth night of a tough road trip, a very emotional road trip, for our team, for our organization. Being though we was in, Indiana, dealing with that situation, Philly last night, and then here in New York. So it was overall, from a basketball standpoint, for us to win 2 out of these 3 games, I'll take that. We wanted this one. I'm not gonna sit there and lie. It was a fun game. We wanted this one. But for us, it's a bigger picture, so we move on.
What was, you being scorers in the second half, was that just running out of energy after last night? And this from, you didn't get to go to Denver for a year and a half, really, when you came here. Was getting to come here so quick, was this better? Would you have preferred a little more time before coming back so soon?
No, it is what it is. Whether it was now, whether it was later, it didn't matter. We actually opened up with the Knicks on our court, early on in the season. To have this game here now, it didn't matter if we played, tonight or later in the season. The feelings was going to be the same. The emotions was going to be the same.
Melo, obviously by the crowd's reaction, there's a lot of, positive feelings for you in New York. If you could write the narrative, how would you want to be remembered? How would you want to be remembered as a Knick?
I think somebody who wanted to be here, came here, did what he had to do, night in and night out, whether people liked it or not, remained positive through all the negative situations, all the negative times, stuck with it, through good times, through bad times, never wavered, somebody who stayed professional throughout, my 7 years here, and somebody who, had hopes and dreams of winning the championship here in New York, and fell short at that. So that's something that I will always, hold over my head as far as it comes to that. But I will always be kind of part of this culture here. And then for me, it's different than any other basketball player that comes through here that play with the Knicks, because it's deeper than basketball when it comes to me in this city.
Yeah, Carmelo, just, what your thoughts were of the loud cheers when you took, during the introductions, and then, the boos when you were touching the ball, especially early in the game. That
was expected. The boos was expected. They can't cheer for me. I'm on another team. They can't cheer for me. I'm glad that they are, after the video montage, got out the way, then it was back to business. They cheer for their team and they boo for the other team, and that's something that I expected.
Did it feel strange for you playing on the Garden floor as an opponent against the Knicks now?
Yeah, after so many years, running out there from the other side of the arena, different tunnel, different locker room, that the little things felt different. As far as playing, it was the same. So.
Carmelo, what do you make of this Knicks team and their potential going forward, especially tonight playing without Tim and Kristaps?
I like what I see. I like the potential that they have. I like what they have going on over here. For me, just to see those guys like having fun again, knowing that it wasn't fun. The fun was lost over the past couple seasons. So to see those guys having fun again, you know, bringing that energy, you know, bringing that love back to the game, back to the Garden, is something that, you know, that I'm happy for those guys when it comes to that. So.
Melo, talking about the game and the season, you've struggled a little bit with your shot. You think it's a matter of not being comfortable in this new offense yet, or is it a matter of the quality of shots you're taking, or just not falling?
They're not falling. I don't think the word is struggling. Some nights they go in, some nights they don't. Is it a different situation for me? Yes. Different dynamics for me? Yes. Something that, you know, I have to accept. Something that you know, I work on every day as far as my role on that team and what we need for me in order for this team to be successful. But this is for me in the team it's about a big picture with us. You know, right now we, you know, going through it, we up and down. We, you know, we won some games, lose some games. You know, trying to put a couple games together now early in the season, but it's a bigger picture, and that's my goal, and that's our goal, to look at the bigger picture, and not, you know, be disappointed or not be down when a game or two don't go your way, when shots don't fall right now, because our goal is much bigger than just right now.
Carmelo, you're right. Do you think your return would have felt differently if Phil was still here, just because of the way that last season went and how it led to everything this summer in the trade?
I don't know. I can't talk on the past. Can't speak on that. I don't know what would have happened, to be honest with you. I try not to think about that anymore. I put that chapter behind me.
Carmelo, when you say it's about the bigger picture for this team, does it make you analyze how you win games as much as just winning and losing games these days? Yeah,
I mean, for me and for, you know, the things that we talk about within our team amongst each other, it's how we're going to win basketball games. It's not whether we win or whether we lose, and how we win and how we lose right now. It's when it comes down to it, how are we going to win basketball games? The roles that we all have to accept, what we all have to bring from an individual standpoint in order for this, you know, for us to be successful. So, yes, it's a lot of conversation that we have, a lot of practice that we go through, a lot of film that we watch. And believe it or not, I mean, when I look at the bigger picture, it's been only 2 months that we've all been together. I don't think anybody in any walk of life can adjust to something in 2 months, something that's brand new like that, especially when it comes to having camaraderie as a team, having a bond as a team, learning how to win together as a team. Those are the little things that throughout the course of the season that you get better at.
Two more. Melo, when that video tribute is going on, we can't see in the dark, but you didn't know it was coming. You've been through a lot of situations. Do you get emotional? Do you get, I don't know, I'm not saying a tear, but...
No, it wasn't a tear. I was actually surprised, to be honest with you, that it happened. I was just getting ready for my name to be called. I'm looking down, and then, you know, everything just stopped, and, you know, the video came on. So, but it was, you know, it's a bittersweet, you know, feeling for me coming back here, knowing the goals that I had and what I wanted to accomplish here. And falling short in that category. So, and then also being on the flip side of that now, being on another team. So it was a bittersweet, you know, situation for me today.
Melo, you mentioned your role a couple of different times. What role do you need to fill in order for this team to be successful offensively? And what role are you being instructed to fill in order for this team to get its offense going?
Well, I think that's what we have to figure out. What we have to nail down as far as the roles that we all have on this team. I think until we kind of figure that part out, we're going to continue having these ups and downs. We're going to continue having good games, having bad games, relying just on, you know, our talent, our skill level to get us through. But if we want to win big, then we all have to. I mean, everybody, not just myself, Russ, Paul, but the whole team. We all have to sit down and figure out what is each and every one of our roles going to be on this team.